With my take on the strawberry letter, I can't make this ish up edition. Let's get it. Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Benjamin Buttons 01 with my take on the strawberry letter. I can't make this ish up edition. Let's get it.
Get the f out of here with that. You got to be kidding me. Get myself together because I'm going through some things right now. But hey guys, it's your girl Miss Benjamin Buttons 01. I'm coming to you today with my take on the strawberry letter. Let's listen. Now watch how long it takes to load.
On relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more. Please submit your strawberry letters at steveharveyfm.com. That's right, send us all those juicy letters and click submit strawberry letter, okay? That's how you do it. You never know. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. You never know. It could be yours. How about that?
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, they both want me. Okay. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 44-year-old divorced woman, and I recently got divorced because my husband caught me cheating on him. I had been having an affair with my boss for a few years, and it was all going good until my boss found out I was seeing a guy that used to work for him. He got irate and acted out while we were in the office, so everyone figured out what was going on. His niece works in our office, so she started the rumor, which led to my husband finding out. So then I was forced to confess because I don't like lying to my husband. He doesn't deserve a wife like me, so I wanted to divorce him with a clean heart and mind. When my husband left me, he threatened both my boss and the other guy I was messing with. I apologized to everyone and considered going to live with my parents for a while out of state. I took a leave of absence from work, and just as I was getting my mail forwarded to my parents' home, my ex-husband called me and said he wanted to talk. I went to his new apartment, and we talked, cried, hugged, and had wild, passionate sex. I knew he could never resist me in that way, so I laid it on him. Days after that encounter, he called me all day and night, wanting more. He finally told me that he'd consider us getting back together if I promised I'd never cheat on him again. I can't promise him that. A few days after having sex with my ex-husband, I also had makeup sex with my boss, and he wants to leave his wife and see if we can work things out and possibly move in together. I'm so torn because my boss is a much better lover and he's wealthy. My husband will always have my heart, but I don't think I want him. What do I do in this situation? What? Huh?
That's that thing I said.
I mean, I definitely think you need help. You need some help. But what you're essentially asking us is, who should you cheat on if you get back together with these guys? Which one? Should you get back together with your husband and cheat on him again, or should we say stay with your boss who's considering leaving his wife for you and continue to cheat on him? The funny thing is, not cheating, being faithful, that doesn't seem to be an option for you.
No.
The idea of being faithful to one man, your husband in this case, is such a foreign concept to you. And why is that? I mean, what's wrong with you? It seems like you're okay with what you're doing. You have no remorse. You said in your letter, when your husband asked you back if you would stop cheating, that you couldn't promise him that. Most people know that cheating on their spouse is wrong in God's eyes, and I threw that in because you don't seem to know or care. I mean, we just can't assume that people have morals and believe in God and won't do these things. I'm sure it's flattering from your perspective, to have two men after you and all of that, but you were married and you shouldn't have acted on that. You shouldn't have cheated on your husband. You know that. Now your actions are about to break up yet another marriage, your boss's marriage. You're just leaving a trail of destruction everywhere you go, breaking up marriages, all of this. My suggestion to you is to stay divorced and stay single. Let your husband, your boyfriend, and your boss, let them live without you, because you're just no good. You'll never get this right. You said it yourself. You'll never be able to do the right thing. Steve?
Wow. Okay. Well, in the new year, 2022, as promised, what I said I would do is become more pointed this year. I think we've had a lot of years of strawberry letters where we've tried to give advice. I'm gonna be in the call you out mode a lot of times this year. And it's time to call another one out.
Shit on my mind.
It's so much in this letter. I want to start at the bottom of the letter by saying, after I read this whole letter, her question is, what do I do in this situation? Well, I was going to start there with the advice of stop acting whorish. That's the first thing. You have to stop acting whorish. But if you're not, let's just go through the letter and let me show you some things that shocks regular people. I'm a 44-year-old divorced woman. I got divorced because my husband caught me cheating on him. Okay. It happens, but usually it's the other way around. But it happens, so we're just a little bit shocked.
Just a little.
I've been having an affair with my boss.
Okay.
Okay. That happens to a lot of women, but usually the woman's not married. You all. A few years, and it was going good. Okay, here we go. You're not having a problem under this. Until my boss found out I was seeing a guy that used to work for him. Okay, now, you got your husband, you got your boss, and you got the other guy that used to be an employee of your boss. And acted out while we were in the office, so everybody figured out what was going on. His niece worked at the office, and she started the rumor. No,
she didn't.
No. You started the rumor.
When you started cheating.
See? All right, now when I come back, it's just going to be more of the same.
All right. You heard him.
All
Part
right,
2 of
guys.
Steve's response coming up at 23
You
minutes
heard
after
part
the
one.
hour.
We'll be back
Subject,
with
they both
part
want
2.
me. We'll get back into it right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey.
Part 2 coming up. Okay, guys, back with part 2. Wait a minute, let me push it up a little bit.
The Nashville podcast.
That can't be a bigger enemy.
A lifestyle, or you just
Boss found out
that regardless of circumstance, there's always hope and health on the other side. Listen to In the Deep, Stories That Shape Us, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The next chapter in your story includes knowing your status. Learn more and press play on your future at knowmystatus.com. Sponsored by Gilead.
Hey, it's Amy Brown from 4 Things with Amy Brown on the Nashville Podcast Network, a podcast where in each episode we share at least 4 things that lead to a healthier mind, body, and spirit. Really, the main goal of the podcast is whatever you are going through, we want you to know that you are not alone. Guests are friends, finding a new outlook on life. I think
caught her cheating on him. And who was he cheating?
And finish up your response. The subject is, they both want me. What you got?
They both want me. 44-year-old divorced woman is divorced recently because her husband caught her cheating on him. And who was he cheating on him with? Her boss. And for a few years that had been going on, and she said it was going good. Until the boss found out that the woman was seeing a guy that used to work for him. Okay, that's 3 people. He got mad, acted out while we was in the office, so everybody figured out what was going on. His niece works in the office, and she started the rumor. No, she didn't start the rumor. You started the rumor when you slept with your boss, who will find out later on he married too. Now, that started the rumor, which led to my husband finding out. What?
Keep talking about this damn
rumor.
What
led to your husband finding out was you were sleeping with your boss. So then, I was forced to confess because I don't like lying to my husband. What? You got a problem lying to him? You ain't got no problem cheating on him, sleeping with several other men, but you draw the line when it comes to lying. I don't like lying to my husband, but I'll tell you what. I'll pass this prize package around like they Cracker Jacks, but I will not lie to him. So you confessed. He doesn't deserve a wife like me. Stop. But first of all, listen, stop calling yourself a wife. There's other titles that you can get. But wife, let's just stop the wife stuff, okay? So I wanted to divorce. Here's another. This is right here. So I wanted to divorce him with a clean heart and mind. Wait, what?
How?
So you think if you divorce him and cleans everything up, heart and mind, you ain't mentioned the Lord in this at all?
Nope.
When my husband left me, he threatened both my boss and the other guy I was messing with. This is where the letter takes a turn. I apologize to everyone. Well, that had to be a big ass meeting. And I sure wish I'd have been in the room when this was going on. Did you Zoom everybody in? Did they have a Zoom meeting number? Did you get the extended Zoom where it wouldn't cut off in 30 minutes? Did you call them individually? I sure wish I knew that. And then I even considered going to live with my parents for a while out of state. When a 44-year-old has to make a decision to go back and live with their parents, you made a series of mistakes.
That's the only thing I consider.
I took a leave of absence from work, and just as I was getting all my mail forwarded to my parents' house, my ex-husband called me and said he wanted to talk. I went to his new apartment, and we talked, cried, hugged, and had wild, passionate sex. I knew he could never resist me in that way, so I laid it on him. Oh, come on, girl. Doing what you do best. Laying it on me. All right, here we go. Anyway, days after the encounter, he called me all day and night wanting more. He finally told me that he'd consider us getting back together if I promised I would never cheat on him again. I can't promise him that. Wow. What is you crazy? Have you been reading the letter? Do you know how many men I'm with? Do you know how much I pass out on a weekly basis? Oh, I can't stop doing this. Come on. I have needs. Girl, boy, bye. Promise you, he want me back, but he want me to promise him I'll never cheat on him again. I can't make no promise like that. You know what I am? You reading this letter? I'm what the letter say I am. What is you trying to make a wife out of me for again? Can't be no wife. A few days after having sex with my ex-husband, I also had make-up sex with my boss. And he wants to leave his wife and see if we can work things out and possibly move in together. I'm so torn because my boss is a much better lover and he's wealthy. My husband will always have my heart. What heart? But I don't think I want him. What do I do in this situation? Wait a minute. What? Let me ask you something. What are you doing? What technique is you using? First of all, I'm just going to give you this. You have got to be excellent in bed. Because you got plenty practice. In order to be good at something, you got to have done it for a while, over and over and over. So that's what you are. You're not nobody's wife. You can't be in no type of committed relationship. You can't promise a man that you will never cheat. Because you are what we think you are in this letter. And I don't have to give you the title. It's a title you've already earned. And everybody knows what you are. So why don't you just go on and be what you are. And don't write us no more. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Steve. Time now to hit us up.
Okay, guys. Here's Shirley. Here's Steve. That's so. Oh my God. Well, like I said, at least they don't have no kids, so they ain't tanning nobody else's life. They just tan their own. Cause to drag a child through this, and I'm gonna say again what Steve would say about him leaving his wife. Number twos rarely, if ever, become number ones. Those are the words of Uncle Steve. So if you believe in that this man is going to leave his wife for you, you are that rare breed. Because then you said he's wealthy. First of all, if he wealthy, that wife got a case. And you ain't going to want no broke ass man. Because he got to pay her alimony. And spousal support. And then alimony, spousal support. Well, y'all know what I mean. He might have to pay. So, oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. So, you ain't going to get no money. And he ain't going to be wealthy no more. Unless he got a lucrative business that is consistently making money. Because if he just regular wealthy, sis, you're going to be poor. Period, poor. Because that lady going to take him for every fucking dime he got. And nobody like how Cardi B say, broke boys don't deserve no. I know that's right. I know that's right. But anyway, yeah. Leave your husband. Leave your ex-husband. Leave your ex-husband your ex-husband. Okay? Because you can't promise him that you won't do what you said you've done. So don't do that to that man. Leave that man alone. Leave him be. Leave him be. At this point, you only have one other option. And that's to go back to the dude that you was messing with that worked for the boss that you was messing with. That's pretty much your only option. You can still mess with the boss, but trust and believe me, honey, the boss is not leaving her for you. Number twos do not become number one, sweet thing. But yeah, this your girl, Miss Benjamin Buttons 01. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out.